Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It's Saturday, January 3rd, 2026 at 11:42 in the AM. Got the old Eagle Scout baseball cap on. And, oh man, I got a lot to do today. Got a load of wash in the got a load of wash in the washing machine right now. First and foremost, I got to take down my Christmas decorations. I got my Christmas poinsettia, I guess you call it pot holder there. I got a couple of things on the shelves up here. I have to take my Christmas decorations down. That's a big job. Then I have to, my sister and I have to find all this stuff. We have it in boxes, the Macari stuff. So we have to cipher that out, find it all. Patty sold a lot of stuff on Macari in the last couple of days, so we're doing well on that. Then, oh, by the way, today's January 3rd, Saturday, Sunday, depending upon when you're watching this, but Sunday, January 4th is Patty's birthday. You know, please, in the comments say, happy birthday, Patty. That would be nice. Big news, big news for me, myself, and I, all three of us. I weighed myself this morning and I weighed 189 pounds. I weigh 189. So I've gone from 218 to 189 in roughly 2 months. So like today, this morning, I had one waffle and just a really tiny little bit of syrup. I mean, just a thin layer of butter and just a little bit of syrup and a cup of that Sleepy Time Celestial Seasonings Sleepy Time herbal tea. I like that Sleepy Time herbal tea. So yeah, and a little glass of orange juice. So Monday, ooh, Monday afternoon, Patty and I are going to start a nutrition class. We're going to go to a nutrition class, and that'll be good. Got a little itch in my eye here. It drives me nuts. So, yeah. It's, I got so much to do today. I gotta find all the Macari stuff. And then, we're kind of finalizing the front porch, the stuff that we have to go through. And Patty will decide whether or not what to put on Macari, what not to put on Macari, what to throw away, what to give to Salvation Army, what to keep, and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, this morning I was reading here in the clubhouse. I love to read comic books in the clubhouse. It's such a cozy feeling. It's such a very cozy feeling. I read the Bible, I pray, and I love my clubhouse. It's such a cozy feeling. Anyway, this is a comic book I'm reading right now, Battlefield Action. And when I was a kid, I only had about 20 of these comic books. Sergeant Rock, and what was the others? Was it Sergeant? Sergeant. The Marvel. Sergeant Rock was DC, and then there was Sergeant. I forget. Anyway, Marvel had a counterpart to Sergeant Rock. And of course the Charltons had a lot of war comics, but I only had I'd say about 20 at the most, But it's really windy out. Oh my goodness, it's so windy out. So I'm. This is from October. Let me see. I want to be very careful. This is in really almost near October 1982, and comic books in '82 were 60 cents. But this is a great comic book here. Battlefield Action, and there's a paratrooper there. My uncle David Mabey, my uncle Dave, He was a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne and the 505. And he was around right about it was just before I was born there, about 52. I was born in 53. I think Uncle Dave was in the 82nd and 52. Maybe it was. In fact, there's a picture of him in his uniform, his airborne, the formal uniform, holding me as a little baby. So, thank you, Uncle Dave, for your service. Moving right along. Just got a lot to do today. Oh, yes, I have begun working on my novel. I mean, I had put it aside a little bit, but I'm going to hit it full force now. My novel. So I'm going to be working on my novel. Put a lot of time and energy into my novel. If you want to read my writings, there's my counterpart, Richard Mabey. There's another Richard Mabey. Of course, there's a lot of Richard Mabeys, but there's a Richard Mabey across the pond in England, and we're always in a battle for Google and for YouTube search engines. Who's going to be on top? And he's got a few years on me. But anyway, to distinguish the Richard Mabey from Florida and the Richard Mabey from England, put down, if you want to catch my writings, put Richard Mabey Jr. And that's M-A-B, M as in Mary, A, B as in boy, E-Y, and put Richard Mabey Jr. And that'll help bring mine up, and the Richard Mabey from England, respectfully, will smash his down. It's all a game, you know what I mean? So you can read some of my writings. Then if you hit the images, you'll see the pictures that came with my stories in the newspapers. I'm syndicated in about 15 newspapers throughout New Jersey. So and I still am. So I'm a busy guy. I do the YouTube. I write a column, a regular newspaper column that's a syndicated newspaper column. Plus, now I'm going to really focus on my novel, get my novel done. I want to get my novel finished before I go to heaven. So that's that. I'm going to take a little break, go inside, help Patty, find all the Macari stuff that was sold in the last 2 or 3 days. We're going to get that out Monday. Busy schedule. Busy schedule. So, without further ado, I'll be back in a little while. For me, it'll be a while, but for you folks, it'll be a blink of an eye. Be right back. Hey, YouTube friends, I put this sign here on the washing machine. 188, that's my new goal. 188. I want to lose another pound. Now for lunch, my plan is, for lunch I'm going to have a pear. See, I don't eat big meals anymore. I just eat like 5 to 6 small meals. So what's a small meal? An apple, a pear, an orange. And that's how I go. And so I want to get down to 180. I am bound and determined. June 6th, I think it was June 6th is my doctor's appointment. And I want to make 180 so bad. I want to make 180 so bad it's not even funny. I want to get back into medium shirts, take all my large shirts and bring them down to Salvation Army. No turning back. I'm burning the bridge. I'm not keeping my large shirts. Gonna get back into I still have some of my medium shirts. I want to go from a 38 waist to a 36 waist, and or maybe even a 34 waist. And I am bound and determined. And if I can share one thought with you, stop drinking soda. Stop drinking soda. It's just loaded with sugar. And you say, well, I drink diet soda. No, diet soda is not good for you either. Just drink water. Drink water. Drink bottled water. Drink water. That's what I do. I drink water. That's all I drink. Water. I have a small glass of orange juice in the morning. I drink water. I drink a lot of water during the day. And I drink herbal tea, non-caffeinated herbal tea. So if you want to lose weight, just eat less. Eat less. Eat 5 to 6 small meals. What's a small meal again? An apple, a pear, an orange. And try to get organic. Try your best to get organic. So, okay, folks. I'll be right back. So, YouTube friends, it's now 12:56, 4 minutes before 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I came into the clubhouse, and there's this little gecko running around. So what I'm going to do is when I go back inside, I'm going to keep the door open, and hopefully he'll depart. I hate to see him get stuck in the clubhouse here. So I got a load of clothes in the washing machine, a load of clothes in the dryer, and some of the items that Patty sold on Macari, we believe may be at the storage unit in the Villages that I mistakenly brought up a couple of weeks ago or so. So I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but depending upon when, today's the 3rd of January, Sunday, January 4th is Patty's birthday. So if you want to leave a little comment there, happy birthday, that'd be nice. So yeah, I've been thinking, I got a mantra as I'm going through finding the Macari stuff that's sold. I got a mantra: 188, 188, 188, 188, 188. I want to get down to today's Saturday. I'm gonna give myself Monday, by end of day Monday, to be down to 188. So now, like, I only had one single waffle this morning, just a really light covering of butter, and I mean just a little tiny bit of maple syrup on the waffle, and that's all I had. A little glass of orange juice. So I'm going to put a frozen pizza, put that in the oven, but I'm only going to have one slice. Usually I have two slices. Usually, we divide it into 4 slices. They're smaller pizzas, divided into 4 pieces. I just think I saw that little gecko in the corner of my eye, and to divide it into 4 pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna just hang out here a few minutes and read my. I love this. I don't know. I love these old Charlton comic books. This is a great comic book. So. This is classic comic book literature. So I gotta take this week. I'm gonna take down my Christmas decorations in the clubhouse. I gotta take my poinsettia pot holder down. So got my work cut out for me. So. That's about it for now. So I'm gonna take a little break and be right back. My 188 sign there, and I also put a 188. Let me see it there. Oh, it's kind of hard to. Not the best lighting here, but it says 180. See, if I go back a little, no, I can't. I'm focusing. Anyway. It says 188. 188 on the door. And 188 on the washing machine. So I'm focusing 188. Strange noises coming here. So I am bound and determined to get down to 180. And if I can share some words of wisdom to you folks, stop drinking soda. Stop drinking soda. Get off the caffeine. You'll feel a lot better. You'll sleep better. You'll sleep much better without caffeine in your life. The first 2 or 3 days, or the first day, first 1 to 3 days off caffeine is really tough. But once you hit day 4, it's very cool. It's like, I am so glad I'm off the caffeine. I feel so much better. So, some strange noises through the wall there. Okay, folks. Be back in just a bit. Right now, I'm going to help Patty go in, put a pizza in the oven, help Patty pack up the stuff for Macari. But this week, I want to pick up these branches here by the big tree, get that all cleaned up. I got quite a few branches here that fell. Get them picked up, so I'll do that this week. So I got a lot to do. It never ends. I just got a lot of stuff to do here. I got to pick up these branches. I'll go inside, put a pizza in the oven, help Patty pack up the stuff for Macari, and come back out and get the clothes in the dryer. So it never ends, just never ends. YouTube friends, it's now 2:28 in the afternoon, and I've got beginning to get my focus on 188. I've got these I'm going to put some more of these 188 signs up. So let's see, here it is, 188, 188, and 188. I'll be putting some more up for the rest of the day. I am determined to get down to 180. I am focused to get down to 180. I got the 188 sign on the top of the washing machine. So I am like a fiery determination to get down to 180. I'm just determined to get to 180. So, YouTube friends, it's now 2:31 in the afternoon. I put another load of clothes in the washing machine, and I took the clothes that were in the washing machine and put them in the dryer. So things are, big things are happening for me. And I've got to, this week I'm going to be taking down my Christmas decorations. And I'm about halfway through my Battlefield Action comic book. And I'll tell you, it's a really cozy feeling. I'll be reading my comic book. I'll be looking outside it's a glass door, and I'll be looking outside, watching people walk by, walking their dog, and it's just kind of a cozy feeling, I have to confess, I had 2 slices of pizza, and I was gonna just have one, and then take the other half of the pizza, like that extra slice and put it in the refrigerator. But I gave in and had 2 slices of pizza. But hopefully it won't get me off the straight and narrow. What my sister and I, my sister Patty and I were looking for, and you can't find them for trying. We're trying to find 9-inch plates. Most of your plates now are about 12 or 13 inches in diameter. So we're looking for a 9-inch diameter plate. But even though we have the plates that are probably like 11 or 12 inches in diameter for the plates that we have now, but what I do is I purposely try to, for supper, have very small portions. So I'm getting disciplined. And I figure today's Saturday, I want to say by Monday, end of day, by the time, say like 9 o'clock in the evening on Monday, I want to be down to 188. I just 188, 188, 188. I just keep. When I was watching Gunsmoke eating the pizza, I just kept saying to myself, 188, 188, 188. So I'm sure I can do it. Good old Saturday. Elton John wrote a song about it. Saturday, 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 Saturday is good for fighting, something like that. All right. I'm going to go in. We still have a few items to find for Macari. We have like a lot of boxes with Macari in it, so it's like a treasure hunt. It's like a treasure hunt, finding the things that people bought. But they're all in these 6 or 7 boxes. It's a matter of just, digging through the boxes and finding this stuff. So, and we'll do that Monday. Monday's our nutrition class, and Sunday, January 4th, is Patty's birthday. So if you want, put a little happy birthday on there, that'll be nice. So, all right, I'm going to take a little break. And for me, it'll be a little while, but for you folks, it'll be the blink of an eye. Be right back. So, YouTube friends, this is real comic book literature. Look at fantastic artwork. Great cover. Oh, this can be you. Huh. Fantastic new muscle building method. Packs 3 inches of your arms fast. Packs 4 inches on your chest. Dan Laurie says in just 30 days. In just 30 easy minutes a day. Huh. Look at the artwork in this comic book. Look at the artwork. It's World War II. You know, they're in the U.S. See the USA there? You know, they're in their Jeep. Look at the artwork. What do they call this? The Panzer Pinch. These are great stories. Great. Oh, look at that artwork, huh? Wham! Of course. Oh, the poor guy's got it. Scurrying around, got hit. These are great stories. Yeah, this is great artwork. This is comic book literature at its best. These old Charlton comic books. These are great. The Adventures of Sergeant Shark. Well, look at this guy. He goes after. Well, he saves the lady's life. He wrestles a shark. There. Next time, wear my official Sergeant Shark pendant, and you'll be able to fend for yourself. What? A bunch of baloney here. Let the legend of Sergeant Shark's genuine shark tooth pendant work. It's magic for you. Don't wear a substitute. It's real. That's interesting. Bunch of junk. But look at this artwork, huh? Oh man, this is comic book artwork. Look at that, huh? Man, this is action-packed comic book here. This is phenomenal. This is great stories, great artwork. Wow, look at this. This is the brave sergeant there. This is comic book artwork, comic book storylines at its best. Hold on, folks. Be right back. Oh, YouTube friends, I'm proud to say I finished my Battlefield action comic book. What a great comic book. It's now, gotta press the little button here on the watch. It's now 3:33 in the afternoon. I feel like I accomplished something, you know. You read it. I love reading the comic books out here in my clubhouse. It's a really cozy feeling. My old Jughead, Mad Magazine, and the 188 sign constantly reminding me that I've got to get down to 188, and the ultimate goal is to get down to 180 pounds. So one of these days, I'm gonna take that Mad Magazine and have a bottle of water, an apple, and walk up to the white bench, spend an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, read Mad Magazine cover to cover, sipping water and eating my apple, looking out to the pond, watching the ducks fly. Be a great little time. Yeah, good old comic books. Good old comic books. Reminds me of when the comic books were all laid out in Moe's Sweet Shop. Oh, what a great thing that was. Say from about 5th grade through 8th grade, after school. School was only about maybe half a mile from Moe's Sweet Shop, if that. Get out of school at 3 o'clock and then go to the sweet shop with your buddies and buy a 12-cent comic book at Moe's Sweet Shop, or a 25-cent Mad Magazine. And then put it, I always have those blue canvas notebooks, and put the comic book inside the blue canvas notebook, and then read it that afternoon or that evening. What a great time it was. From about 1963 to about 1967. Then once in high school, it didn't have that feeling, you know. Booton High School was far away, so I didn't have that feeling of just getting out of school and walking over to Moe's Sweet Shop, you know. They were the days. Good old comic books. So, YouTube friends, I've got to take the clothes out of the dryer. And I got one more load in the washing machine. Put that in the dryer. Put those in the dryer. It's now 3:36 in the afternoon. I'm kind of tired. So this week I'm going to take down my Christmas decorations here in the clubhouse. I'm kind of proud of myself finishing up that Battlefield Action comic book. It's such a cozy feeling. You know, I'm sitting here in my clubhouse reading a comic book and watching people walk by. A lot of people walking their dog. It's kind of neat. For supper, I'm going to help my sister cook ravioli. Not the Chef Boyardee in the can, but the ravioli that comes in the frozen food aisle. So I think I'm going to have about 4 raviolis, maybe 5 at the most. And eat supper, watch the Three Stooges, and then watch Svengoolie. I don't even know what's on Svengoolie tonight. By now I've usually looked it up, but my sister and I have been going through trying to reorganize the stuff we have on Macari, and then what we don't have on Macari, and then what we're going to throw out to give to Salvation Army. We're just about plowing through. We're almost just about done with all the stuff on the porch. It's been a long time. So, yeah, it's like Merle Haggard said, I live the kind of life that most men only dream about, you know? I live an exciting life here at Foxwood Farms. So, oh, and don't forget, today is January 3rd. Sunday, January 4th, will be my sister's birthday. So, you know, if you want to put down happy birthday for Patty and all that, that'd be nice. So, as always, thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey with my Eagle Scout baseball cap, signing off. Bye for now. And the dryer just went off.